I'm happy that Rui from Konoin, Lina Cheptum from Central, Nancy Chepkemei from KDF, Anita Chepkemoi from, that's an individual, Anastasia Cheptole Motit, Frida Abuga Nairobi, Winnie Kimutai North Rift, William Chemutai Kibet Lemotit, Purity Kagendo from Gong, Jen Wangari from Run Together, Diana Chepkorir Western, Frida Mweu, Tatu City, Marceline Chepkemoi Sinonin, Chepkemei Sinonin, Beth Kerubo Nairobi, Irene James, and then we have Mercy Cherono from National Police. We have Jacqueline Cherono from KDF, Viola Chelagat KDF, Lucy Kwamboka from Nyanza South, and Sharon Cherotich, an individual. Those are the athletes competing in this first heat this morning. And it will be interesting to see how the race will unfold. They have 10 laps to go. Remember, this is the 6th meet. We've had other 5 meets, and this is the last one before the meetings head to the county level, where each county across the country will be hosting its championships before selecting a team that will represent their counties at the regional level. We have about 12 regional levels. And then we have discipline forces. The championship shall be happening almost the same time. And those who have been selected will be heading to the national championships, which shall be held in June. I'll be telling you the dates. And then we shall also have the national trials, where a team will be selected that will be representing Kenya at the World Championships in September in Tokyo, Japan. Currently leading that is Diana Chepkemoi from Lemotit with her training mate, with 9 laps to go. So I'll be taking you down the history about the 5,000 meters, how Kenya has been performing in the past. But remember, we have the championships record is being held by one of our own, that is Helen Obiri, who competed in 2019 in Doha, Qatar, and clocked 14:26.72. 14:26.72. That is the championships record. And in terms of medals, Kenya, since 1995, when the event was incepted in the World Championships, Kenya has been able to do well, and so far they have managed to win. I'll be telling you a number of gold medals. We've won 5 gold medals. And the first time Kenya won was in 2009 during the Berlin World Championships from Vivian Cheruiyot, where she led her compatriot, that is Sylvia Chebiwat Kibet. And the third athlete was Ethiopia's Meseret Defa. In 2011, in Daegu, during the Daegu World Championships, Vivian Cheruiyot also retained her title. And again, Sylvia Kibet was second, and Meseret Defa was third. It's just a repeat of the 2009 World Championships. Going to 2013, Kenya missed a gold medal after Meseret now won gold ahead of Mercy Cherono and Almaz Ayana. In 2015, Kenya missed a podium finish because Ethiopians took the first 3 positions. That was Alma Sayana, Sembere Teferi, Genzebe Dibaba. Going to 2017, now Helen Obiri came in, where she bagged gold at that event. I remember I was at the World Championships during that period, and I saw how Obiri was really following Almaz Ayana closely, step by step. When she surges with her, because Almaz is one of the athletes who would want to run the first few laps. She will always sprint to the front, and you will not be able to catch her. But Helen Obiri had mastered that, and she had to follow, and that's how she won gold in 2017. In 2019, we had Doha World Championships, where Helen Obiri came first, winning gold. Margaret Kipkemboi was second, and we had Constanze from Germany winning bronze. In 2022, we had Kenya missed gold medal, and Gudaf Segei managed to win gold ahead of Beatrice Chebet, and Dawit Seyaum from Ethiopia was third, winning a bronze medal. And 2023 Budapest World Championships, Faith Kipyegon managed to win a gold medal, followed by Sifan Hassan, and Beatrice Chebet settled for third. Now, Kenya is a defending champion in this event, and we are looking forward to Kenya will be selecting a strong team that will be able to defend this title. We have the likes of Beatrice, Faith, of course, Faith Kipyegon being the defending champion. She has already qualified for that world event, and we'll be looking forward to who the other three or two will be joining Faith in that event. That is the first hit of the 5,000 meters this morning at the Ulinzi Sports Complex. If you've just joined us, this is the sixth meeting where athletes are trying to get their performance ahead of various competitions. We shall have athletes competing at the continental level, athletes competing at the world, at the Diamond Leagues. We now have also the Grand Slam, where our very own Agnes Chebet has been doing so well. Emmanuel Wanyoni, we've seen them running there. Ronald Kwemoi. A number of Kenyans have been competing there, and they have done so well. Remember, also in less than 2 weeks, we shall be having Kipkeino Classic and the athletes. It's a continental, it's a world continental gold tour event. The only two in Africa. The other one was in Botswana, which happened in April. And now we have Kipkeino Classic coming on May 31st. And we shall be able to see also a number of athletes competing and also qualifying for the World Championships. Remember, for the World Championships, you have to qualify. For those who don't know, that you have to qualify, get qualification marks before going to the World Championships. Or going for Kenya, we have to do a trial. And trial means normally it's a mini championship. It's like a World Championships itself, because the athletes are so good. So currently leading with 5 laps to go. Those are 2 athletes from Lemotit. 2 athletes from Lemotit camp. Lemotit is in Kericho County, led by Paul Kemei. He has been doing some good job there, raising these girls and showing them the right thing to do. That is Cynthia Chepkurui from Lemotit Camp, currently leading. Cynthia Chepkurui, she has been doing some good job. I remember during the cross-country series, she was really good, and she did some good work during that event. And as she crossed the line with 3 laps to go, we'll be able to see what she'll be able to clock at the end of the 12 laps event. Remember, for To qualify for the World Championships in the 5,000 meters, in the women category, you have to run 14:5:0:0. That is 14 minutes 50 seconds for you to qualify for the World Championships in Japan. And that means for Kenyans, you have to go through a national trial so that the best can be selected. The best can be selected to compete and represent the country. As we wait for the race to come to an end in the first heat, I'll take you down through some of the qualification marks. Like 100 meters event, athletes have the men category has to clock 10:00. In the women category, 11:07. 200 meters, 2016. In the women category, 22:57. 400 meters, 44:85. Women, 50:75. In the 800 meters, that is the middle distance now, women has to clock 1:44.50, with the women clocking 1:59.00. The 1500 meters road mile standard, that is 3:33.00 for the men in 1500. And in mile or road mile standard, they have to clock 3:50.00 to qualify for that event. In the women category, that is 4:01 and 4:19.90 respectively. In the 5,000 meters that we currently witnessing here, women have to register 14:5:00, and the men category they have to clock 13:01.00. The 10,000 meters and 10 kilometers road, that is 27 for men, 27 minutes, and women 30:20.00. And of course, we have the marathon. The marathon is 2:06.30 for men and 2:23.30 for women. The 3,000 meters steeplechase, 8:15. The bell goes for our girl Chepkurui from Lemotit. She has really taken a wide lead. That is a wide gap of about 100 meters from the second athlete. That is, as she takes the last 300 meters, you can see her surging forward, increasing her pace. That is like a sprint finish for her. She is really strong, going for the line. We shall see how she will clock, how the time will be as she crosses the line. So I was telling you the 3,000 steeplechase, men have to clock 8:15.00 and women 9:18.00. So that is Chepkurui taking the last 100 meters, and there she goes, taking it so well, going for the finish, going for the line. And look at the time, of course, that is still low, and there she wins the race in 15:44.82. 15:44.82. That is Chepkurui, Sharon Chepkurui. Cynthia Chepkurui. Cynthia Chepkurui from Lemotit Camp in Londiani, coached by Paul Kemei. Congratulations for winning this event this morning. We will be listening to her later. And remember, I told you she did so well. She was running at the National Cross Country Championships, where she started with the counties, moving all the way to the national level, and she won the junior category. She did so well. And talking to these athletes, most of them who ran at the cross country, they were using this event as part of build-up. They were using it as part of build-up ahead of this track season. And if you can follow that history of the athletes who competed at the cross-country event, they did so well, and they are doing so well in the track, which is really good. The likes of, in the 800 meters, the likes of Lilian Odira, Naomi Korir, they were running cross-country. They did the 2-kilometer loop which was really good for them. And talking to them, you could listen. Naomi, or they were saying that the event itself is part of good build up ahead of the track season. And we saw Naomi Korir running so well yesterday, and we shall be seeing Lillian also. I've seen her around, Odera and the others, Naum Glorious and all the others doing the running and doing well in this event. We have two athletes who are still going for the last lap. Remember, we had 25 athletes competing in Heat 1. We still have two more athletes who have 300 meters to go to finish the event. That was a good run from Cynthia Chepkurui from Lemotit Camp. We shall be listening to her in a while. I can see Charity on the other side is getting ready to interview her. We shall be able to listen to what Cynthia has for us this morning after a good run. Remember, we are at Ulinzi Sports Complex for the sixth athletics meet. And we are going to
with Cynthia Chepkirui. She's just won the first heat. Cynthia, unafeel aje leo, mazoezi yako imekuwa vipi?
Jina ni Cynthia Chepkirui kutoka Lemotit Camp under coach Paul Keme. Pili, race haikuwa rahisi, ni kujitahidi tu.
Na weather imekuwa vipi kwako?
Weather si mbaya.
Utafanya nini na nini, ama ni nini utaenda kuangalia?
Kwa sasa si kwa najionea makosa, but coach wangu akaoron anaenda kunirekebisha nyumbani.
Okay, all the best na congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Cynthia Chepkirui. She's just won the first heat. Over to you, Rotich, as we continue with the next race.
Thank you so much, Charity. You look sharp today, Charity. Thank you so much, Charity. So we are getting ready for the second event. That is the second hit. Oh, we still have an athlete going for the last lap. That is, it's her time. She has to finish so that we go into the next the next hit, and here we shall be able to witness the likes of Mercy Cherono. Mercy Cherono, National Police. Well, we have Anastasia Wanjiku from Gong, Brenda Chebet from Central, Rose Kamau from Run Together, Joyce Biwot from North Rift, Beyonce Riziki, KDF, Mercy Zipora, Sima Camp, Patricia Gichuki, Nairobi, Regina Wamboi from South Rift, Betty Chepngeno, KDF, Anne Nyagodie, KDF, Diana Wanza, AK. And then we have Beatrice Chebet, National Police. I don't know if it's our own Beatrice Chebet or the names are alike, the champion. We have Dorin Tumbeyan from South Rift, Mercy Chelangat, individual, Diana Kibet from Gong, Fancy Chepkorir, Lemotit, Anastasia Chepto, Lemotit, William Chemtai Kibet, Lemotit, Mercy Cherono, National Police, and Lucy Kwamboka, Nyanza South. Remember, Mercy Cherono has been on this game for a very long time, on and off. And I'm very happy to see my friend there. I can see my friend there, Ibrahim Hussein, the father of marathons. He's just walking here around, up and about. So it's a chilly. It's a good morning, not chilly, but the skies are clear. Some few clouds, and the athletes love this kind of weather. Second hit of the 5,000 meters race. And off they go. That is the second hit final. It's the second final of the 5,000 meters women's race. Remember, we also have athletes participating in other events. Eleven laps to go. That is the 5,000 meters race, hit 2. That is the second final of 5,000 meters race. Can see Mercy Cherono there in the middle, bouncing, running as if she's bouncing. She has been on the game for a very long time, and maybe we can see. We don't know what she has in store today, but she's training in Kericho, and she has been on and off. But she has a good comeback, running with some of the young athletes. We call them GNZs. Remember, for you to make it to the world, you have to meet some qualification so that you can be able to run at the World Championships. And some of the athletes, I'll be taking you through some of the athletes who have already qualified in this event. But for Kenya, as I said earlier, you have to run, or you have to compete at a national trial. Well, according to the World Athletics, that is the road to Tokyo, we have a number of athletes who have qualified already for this event. And in Kenya, we have a number of Kenyan athletes. But again, as I said, for you to compete, to make it to the world in Kenya, you have to run, or you have to compete in the national trials. So the first athlete to have qualified for this event is the defending champion, Faith Kipyegon, who qualified by wild card from the World Athletics. But again, she has to compete at the national trials. We have the second athlete, Beatrice Chebet, who qualified by entry standard when she competed at Zurich, that is the Diamond League, in September. Then we have another Kenyan who is fourth, Agnes Chebet, who qualified also by entry standard when she competed at an Unseen Sports Complex in Miramas on 2nd May in Miramar, USA, Florida, USA. That is, I think it was a Grand Slam event. And another athlete from Kenya who is also on the list is Caroline Nyaga, who was qualified by entry standard, and she did that in Brussels in 2024. That was last year at the Diamond League. Another Kenyan who is also in the list is Margaret Chelimo Kipkemboi, who qualified by entry standard at the Paris Diamond League. So those are some of the Kenyans who have already qualified for this event. We have also Helen Kalale, who qualified by entry on 1st December 2024 at the Nitaidai Athletic Stadium in Yokohama, Japan. We also have Janet Chemgetich, qualified by entry standard at 13 Sports Complex, USA, Florida. So those are some of the top names in Kenya. Maureen Chepkoech Chebor, Tabitha Jerry Kamau, Margaret Akidor, Agnes Mwikali Mutuku, Caroline Kariba, Sarah Wanjiru, Deborah Chemutai. So those are the names of the athletes who already qualified to compete at the World Championships. But remember, for you to compete, you have to go through a national trials. So the athletes I have just mentioned will have to compete again, either in late July or August for this event, the national trial, so that they can be able to make it to the World Championships. With 8 laps to go, we can see now Mercy leading the other athletes, Mercy Cherono. Remember, Mercy Cherono has a title in the Commonwealth Games, 2014 Commonwealth Games in New Delhi, where she won gold. That is Mercy Cherono for you. So Hilary, good morning. You've been up and down looking at how athletes are competing down there. Maybe you can take us through the titles Mercy Cherono has in terms of competitions in athletics.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rotich. And we thank God for life and for bringing us here. Well, on Mercy Cherono, she has so many titles, but just to mention, she's a one-time Diamond League final winner, one-time World Championship silver medalist, one-time Commonwealth Games winner, and one-time top 8 at the Olympics. That means she's competed at all levels, from African Championship to Commonwealth. Then she went to World Championship and now under the Olympics. And she has so many titles under her belt. And she's around here. She's in first position at the moment with 6 laps to go. So she's just making a comeback. I don't know if she's training for the road races or she's just doing speed work for this, because as the long distance athletes progress through the years, they shift from track to road races. And we've not seen her recently on the tracks. That means maybe she's doing speed work for the road races. But she's an experienced athlete, and she's carried Kenya's flag so high from junior levels up to senior levels. So let's wait and see what will be her time today. If she'll win this semi-final or she'll be among the top. but I believe she's on speed work at the moment. As you can see on your screens, we have 5 athletes on the lead pack, and Mercy Chorono is one of them. She's now leading with 5 laps to go.
Yeah, it's, as we said, that is Joyce Biwott leading with Mercy Cherono together. We saw also Joyce running yesterday, steeplechase. And Joyce was just doing some pacing. She has dropped. Now we have Mercy Cherono leading. I will be able to know who the other 3 athletes are following closely. So as you said, Mercy Cherono has been doing so well since 2008 when she won gold at the World Junior Championships in 3,000 meters before going to Moncton, winning also gold in the same event. Then the same Moncton 5,000 meters, a silver medal at the Junior Championships. And at the World Championships, she has a silver medal from 2013 Moscow Games. And the World Cross Country Championships, she has gold and silver in the junior race, that is in 2010 Bidgos and also 2009 Amman. With 4 laps to go, what can you say about maybe qualification marks, Hilary, about qualifying for this event? Because we've seen some of the athletes, many of the athletes have qualified, and but Kenya, we have to do a national trial. They have to go through a national trial because we have so many athletes competing in Kenya, a huge number, and they are all good. So they have to go through a national trial.
Well, the national trials will not be used as a qualifier. We have a qualifier for the World Championship after the nationals. But as you said, we have so many athletes who have made the qualifying mark, and in the 5,000 meters women, the time that is needed to qualify for the World Championship is 14 minutes, 50 seconds. 50.00 seconds. And since we don't have anybody defending the 5,000 meters in Kenya, we will have the first 3 to cross the line will be selected. Oh, we have 5. No, we have Faith who is defending. This means we'll have 3 more. Yes, that means we'll have 4 athletes in the 5,000 meters. Faith. And there is, I know Chebet will also make the team. So we have Faith and Chebet. So we'll need 2 more athletes. So it will be so tight. I know. So 3 laps to go. Mercy Cherono is in 2nd position right now. And we're just waiting to see if they will. She's leading right now. They're exchanging. She's going to the front, then coming back. I don't know if they are doing a fat leg session in this run. Where you increase, you do very fast, maybe 200, then you reduce on the 200 that way. That's a way of banning other athletes. As you can see, it's a single pack right now. The athlete at number 4 is being dropped with the injection of speed with the 3 laps to go. And Mercy Cherono looks very okay from the front.
So that's Diana Wanja. Diana Wanja exchanging leads with Mercy Cherono there. Diana Wanja comes from, is it Diana Wanza? Diana Wanza. It comes from AK. AK, it must be a name of the camp. So those are the 2 athletes. Diana Wanza exchanging lead with Mercy Cherono. Mercy Cherono now going to the front with 2 laps to go. You can see also athletes getting ready for the javelin. Remember, we have one of our own today in javelin at the Diamond League. That is Julius Yego. Will be competing today. We'll see how prepared he is for the World Championships. Remember, he represented Kenya at the Olympic Games where he finished 5th, which was really good for Julius Yego. We want to wish him all the very best. We also have other athletes competing in the Diamond League today. We'll be able to tell you who and who will be competing, but the favorite race will be the steeplechase, which will be, don't miss to watch that because it will be entertaining. looking at Faith Cherotich at the 3,000 steeplechase event. She will be competing today with her. We normally call them rivals. With her rivals in that field, that is, of course, we have Julius Yego. Then in the steeplechase, we have Faith Cherotich competing against the 2020 Olympics champion, that is Peruth Chemtai from Uganda. We have Yavi, the world and Olympic champion. That is Yavi, the Olympic and Olympic champion. And we have also the two Kazakhstan sisters, that is Nora Jeruto and Daisy Jepkemei. So we expect a good race tonight. It shall be entertaining. Remember, that is the third Diamond League that will be happening. We have had two already done in China. And as they go for the last lap, we can see now Mercy Cherono going for the line with 100 meters to go. The last 100 meter stretch, she's now going for the line, and you can see she is still strong. We don't know if she's using it for speed, but she's there. As you can see the strides, she crosses the line in a beautiful manner. And I'm very sure she will also be competing at the National Police Championships in the next few weeks. Hillary, 5,000 meters done.
And the time that Mascherano has run is 15 minutes, 45 seconds, and 51 microseconds. And the qualifying time for the 5,000 meters for the World Championship is 14 minutes, 50 seconds. So she's about 1 minute shy of it. And this is just a preparation. As I said, we have Faith defending the 5,000 meters title, and then we'll have Chebet also in that race.
Well, that was 5,000 meters, 2 hits, 2 final hits. That was a good comeback from Mercy Cherono. And we are going into the next event, which is 400 meters hurdles men's final, where we have 8 athletes competing: Benedict Mbatha Nzina, William Maranga Nyagaka, Peter Kidhome Mudoka, Edward Ngunjiri, Kipkorir Rotich, Nicholas Kiplimo Kesio, Michael Musioka Nzuku, and Geoffrey Kipngetich Mutai. 400 meters hurdles this morning.
I'm so happy that I made to run this event, the last AK meeting, because I had not participated in the last meetings since my training wasn't that smooth. But I said I won't miss the last one. Yes. So I was expecting.
So your international calendar iko vipi?
Yeah. I just want to try the 5,000 in the World Championship trust. Yeah. And probably it will be my achievement. Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. That was Mercy Cherono. She's just won the second heat of the 5,000 meters. I'm also joined by number 2. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
I'm Diana Wansa. Yep.
Diana, competition imekuwa vipi? Imekuwa as you expected?
Okay, the competition was somehow good. Let me say the altitude is somehow high, but we have tried our best with the hope of the God. We are able to finish, and so grateful for that.
Na sai ukirudi mazoezi unaenda kushughulika na nini?
Okay, that we have to sit down with the coach. We analyze the race, we see the areas of weakness, then we target that. Yep.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm also joined here by number 3 in the race. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Regina Wamboi. Yeah.
Regina, competition imekuwa vile ulikuwa unatarajia? Watu wamekimbia mbio ama umefeel pace imekuwa kidogo chini?
For the first time I was feeling to push, but because I feel my body can move a little bit faster. But I see because this is my first 5,000 meter in the track, I say let me wait for the people to go with them, because I can push maybe and then probably 4K my pace can go down. So I just waited because I see there was a champion, Masicherono. I was waiting for her to react so that I can go. Yeah.
Going back now to your normal training, what will you be targeting, and what are some of the races that you have lined up for the season?
For this season I have a 10K, a road race. That is the one which is in my mind. Now I just came here to see my speed, and I see it's okay. A 15 is not bad, because see the sun it was so hot, but at least I did it. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations. Where you be going for the road race?
In France. In France. Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
That was also Regina. She finished 3rd in the second heat of the 5,000 meter. Earlier on, we spoke to Masicherono, saying that she's happy with her performance, although she expected a faster race. But she was not able to get that. She had to push it and be able to make it. And also we had Mwanzia with us here, finishing 2nd in that heat, saying that she's happy so far with the competition, and she needs to work a few things and be able to get where we are. And we have Regina, who was finished that. She's happy with the speed work that she's been doing today. But she was not confident that after 4,000 meters she'll be able to have the gas left in her to finish to the 5. And she was using this race to prepare for her race, a 10K race that will be held in France. Over to you, Rotich, as we continue with the next with the next hurdles race.
Thank you very much, Charity. Now we move to the 400 meters hurdle men's final. 400 meters men final. And the 400 meters final, hurdles men final. In lane 1, we'll have Benedict Mbata, lane 2, William Maranga, lane 3, Peter Kitome, lane 4, Edward Ngunjiri, lane 5, Kipkorir Rotich, lane 6, Nicholas Kiplimo, lane 7, Michael Msioka, and in lane 8, we'll have Geoffrey Mutai. 400 meters hurdles men final. Remember the experienced Wiseman Were, who also qualified for the Olympics in this event, is not running the 400 meters hurdles, but will be taking part in the 200 meters final. He has the fastest time run on this track this year with a 20.58, which he ran in yesterday's semi-final. He'll be racing against Zablon Ekwam, who did a 20.60 also in his first semi-final. So that's a race to wait for. It will be a battle between Zablon Ekwam and Wiseman Were in the 200 meters men final. But for now, we are heading to the 400 meters men final. 400 meters hurdles men final. On the screen is Kipkorir Rotich from Kenya Police, who had the fastest time coming into the final with a 49.51 seconds. Clear favorite in this field to win this final. 400 meters. That is Edward Ngujiri. Kipkorir Rotich on your screen. Nicholas Kesio Kiplimo, lane 6. Michael Musioka, KDF. Jeffrey Mutai in lane number 8. That is the 400 meters hurdles men final. Lane to watch is lane number 5. Kiprotich Korir. Who ran a 49.51 second yesterday in his semi-final. Can he lower his time today? Let us wait and see. Clean start from the starter there, Coach David Letting. Lane 5, Kipkorir Rotich. And as you can see behind, Edward Ngujiri closing in on Kipkorir and pushing very hard from lane number 5. Ngujiri is a very fast 300 meters hurdler. Police, KDF. Rotich, Police, Ngujiri, KDF. Musioka is also pushing for second position, but Rotich is a clear favorite. 47, 48, 49, 50.09 seconds. Rotich wins it in a time of 50.09 seconds, just slower than yesterday's time of 49.51 seconds. That is Kipkorir Rotich from the Kenya Police winning that final, 400 meters hurdle final, in a time of 50.08 seconds, official time. Set number 2, 51.03 seconds. On your screen is the javelin men final. Javelin men final. That is the 3,000 meters steeplechase men final on your screens. The athletes are getting ready for the 3,000 meters steeplechase men final. Remember, Kenya won a bronze medal in last year's Paralympic Games. We won a bronze medal. And that was still a bonus for Team Kenya because that was unexpected based on the season. Abraham Kibiwot gave us a bronze medal, and this one was an event that we used to have 3 medals. It was a traditionally Kenyan event, and we would bag all the 3 medals. Conseslus Kipruto was always took over from the dancing king of the steeplechase. Remember, since the inception of the World Championship, we've won. Kenya has won 13 gold medals, 12 silver medals, and 7 bronze medals since the inception of the World Championship. Remember, in 1991 Tokyo, Moses Kiptanui won it 3 years in a row: 1991, 1993, and 1995. Then Wilson Boyd took it in 1997. Christopher Kosgei won the gold in 1999. 2001 was Ruben Kosgei. In 2003, remember, Saif Said Shaheen, running for Qatar, took it from Ezekiel Kemboi. Remember, Said Shaheen is Kenyan born. In 2007, in the Osaka Games, Brimin Kipruto took the gold. Kemboi took it 4 years in a row. In 2009, Berlin, 2011, Daegu, 2013, Moscow, and 2015, Beijing. Then Conseslus Kipruto took it 2 years in a row in 2017 and 2019, before Sofian El Bakali took over in 2022 and 2023 World Championship. This year, we don't know who will go with the gold, but we are waiting to see. We hope Kenya will be in the mix to take the gold medal from El Bakali, who has won it 2 years in a row in Eugene 2022 and Budapest 2023. If he takes it for the 3rd time, he will have come closer to Ezekiel Kemboi, who took it from 2009 to 2015, 4 years in a row. So he will be on 3 years in a row, like Moses Kiptanui, winning it in 1991, 1993 Stuttgart, and 1995 in Gothenburg. 3,000 meters steeplechase men final. Emmanuel Lemiso is leading in this first final. We have in this final, we have Emmanuel Lemiso, Julius Lotabonyi, John Mapi, Cosmas Mtai, Joel Kipkoech, Kolis Kirwa, Morambi Joseph, Isaac Karamat, Toi Eric, Vincent Chirchir, Justin Barongo, Bernard Koech, Dennis Njia, Victor Kipngeno, Barton Meli, Timothy Kipiego, and Clinton Kiprono. Emmanuel Lemiso leading this first final of 2.
I think it's been amazing. We've seen, first of all, numbers. I think for me, the numbers are amazing. When I see the number of people come to collect the bibs, I'm like, wow. It's very, very, very nice. And the bib numbers, production has just kept increasing by every event, which means so many people are excited about it. So many people are coming out. I think for me, more important is the number of hits that we have for the track and field. So many hits per race, which means the numbers are there, and it's exciting because it's bringing out all the athletes that maybe we weren't seeing before. So for us as a brand, we are very happy to see that we are doing what we said we'll do. We are impacting the community in one way or another, and importantly is to see that we are giving all these talented athletes a platform to come and showcase their talent. And even the athletes themselves, when you talk to them, the winners, obviously they're very happy they've won, but even those who don't win, they say, I've always wanted to run on a tartan track. I've always wanted to run along the big names that are here in Kenya, and I'm in the same heat with them. So I'm very happy to say that as Betika community, we are happy that we are part of all this excitement that is around athletics, and the excitement is there to be seen. The relays team went to China the other day, and we saw 3 teams basically qualify. And for me, that tells me, apart from this, what we are doing here right now, the Bingwa Fest had a great impact, because Bingwa Fest, we did it in 7 regions, I think from August last year all the way to April this year. It kept the athletes busy, and I can tell you, someone like Marisa told me, it kept me busy. I was happy, I was running, and it was a training ground for me. And you see, that training has resulted in what? Them going there and, doing something that we have not done for how many years? I think from 1983 or something.
Yeah, for the 400.
Yeah, for 4x1. Yeah.
That was the first time.
Imagine. And then for me, he sent me a message from China. He told me, thank you for being with us. Thank you for keeping us busy. And that made me very proud. Very, very proud. I think he shared that message with everyone in Betika, and we are happy that he recognized that. And you are also telling me thank you for keeping the athletes busy. Look at the results. And I think for us, we are happy that we are part of that success, that we can be part of the success that Kenya is having. We played a big part in it, and we just want to continue doing that. That one day, as one of these athletes will say, nilianzia track and field, and now I'm a world champion. We'll be very happy for that. Yeah.
Now the actual journey road to Tokyo has started for the sprinters. They will need to set up camp and also prepare well, because the World Championship is not going to be a walk in the park. What are some of the standout events so far? You've been with us. What are some of the standout events for you?
I think for me, cross country was amazing. Why? Because we saw talents from unknowns. I think for me, I think we were with you in Bomet, where we saw that young man who we thought was just running for the fun of it, and he actually completed the race in front of established athletes. That for me stood out for me because he came out and we were like, this one can't even finish the race, but he did finish the race. That was amazing. And then the championships in Eldoret, I think the national championships were also very amazing. For me, what was amazing about it is, much as the guys were running, because they had to run, it was the crowd following them. That when they are running there, everyone is that side, and when they are coming this side, everyone runs across and comes to. That was amazing for me to see that transition. That stood out for me. And then now, when it comes to track and field, that 100 meters race, that 200 meters race, obviously very exciting. And right now, as we are seated here, my favorite race is going on, 3,000 meters steeplechase. This one always gets to me. I love it. So just seeing the talent and then seeing the fact that these guys have energy to the very end, and with a ticket for Tokyo hanging in the balance, it makes it very competitive, and that makes it very, very exciting. So I'll say all of them have been exciting, but I think for me, those ones I've mentioned were really stand out. Yeah.
Apart from the sponsoring the track and field, the cross country, what else are you guys into in talent development?
Yeah, we're doing quite a bit. So for athletics, we are doing this. I think it was a partnership we started late last year, and we can see the fruits of it. So we are very proud of it. Apart from this, I think I've mentioned Bingwa Fest. I think Bingwa Fest was that one standout event that we had from last year August up to this year April, where we went to different areas of the country, 7 different areas, and we gave athletes, sportsmen, a chance to showcase their talents through their teams. So we had football, athletics, rugby and basketball, and the teams came out and they played. I think we impacted close to 100,000 athletes because it was teams coming and competing. A team, for example, a football team had 25 players. So you can imagine all those teams. And we had 32 teams registering everywhere we went. That just tells you the number of people who are playing sports. So getting all those guys to play against each other, determine a winner in Nairobi, determine a winner in Kisumu, determine a winner in Mumias, determine a winner in Mombasa, determine a winner in Meru. Then get these guys to come together and compete. Those the best in these regions coming to compete against the best in the other regions to determine the best amongst them. That for me was exciting because the excitement never died down. For example, we started off in Mumias, and the guys in Mumias came to the national championships and got to the semis. That tells you they were very good, and they didn't even have a court in Mumias. We built a court for them there, so we were very happy to do that. So apart from sports, we also help out. For example, we do free medical camps. For example, when we had the national championships in Eldoret, we had over 1,500 people coming in for free treatment, which was exciting. And we did that throughout every region we went for Bingwa Fest. And it was amazing just to, give back to the community, see people get medication that they had not got for the conditions that they had, that they got professional doctors to attend to them. It was amazing just to, try change someone's situation, and we'll keep doing that, obviously. We've built boreholes in the community, just to give people a chance to have clean water. Last weekend I was in Mount Elgon. We did something called Jumbo Charge, and Jumbo Charge is guys come to obviously compete in the terrain, but more importantly is to plant trees. Mount Elgon is a water tower for Kenya, and there had been a lot of trees had been really uprooted there, and human settlement in the forest. But now through education, working together with the community, people have been moved out of the forest, and now we've planted trees. For over the past 2 years, we've planted over 200,000 trees. And then the community is charged with the responsibility of looking after those seedlings, and they are growing. And the success story for Mount Elgon, for example, is rains have increased. 2 elephants which had moved away because of encroachment of human population have come back to Mount Elgon. They had migrated to Uganda. They've come back because now the forest is growing again. And it's beautiful just to see that happen. And yes, as a brand, we are just happy to be part of the community in every step of the way. We help golfers. I think you've seen that we help golfers. Safari Rally was also very big for us. So we are everywhere. Anything to do with sports, just be sure Betika will be there. And anything to do with the community, we are out here to really help and support. Importantly, to the young people in the community, we want to tell them sports is an industry with a lot of money. Make sure that you participate if you have the talent, and if you don't have the talent, there's obviously something for you to do, and we will support where we can. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Japheth. I know I always ambush you.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good to talk about the brand Betika community, what we do. But importantly also is I love this. This is beautiful. And for you also, I want to tell you thank you, you and your team. I think you guys are doing a good job. I think you have a live link. People watch this from as far as Eldoret. People called me yesterday telling me that they are watching. So I think it's a good thing, and I think let's keep at it. Let's keep working together to make athletics big in this country, because we are the athletics giants, and you guys help Kenyans to see where the road starts. It's not just one day that guys get to the Olympics or to the Commonwealth Games. It starts here, and I'm very happy to tell you thank you that you guys support us to see where the talent comes from.
So for the next challenge that we'll be doing is we will get a team from your side. I get my production team. I have Coach Hilary with me here. We compete in a 200-meter race. Are you up?
No problem. I think Coach Hilary knows. I'll give him something small so that you guys can, let me win.
That is financial doping.
Our team is very strong, to be honest. We have very good runners in our office. I'll give you an example. During Bingwa Fest, we had a lady who works at our call center. Her team actually got to the national finals. So we have a very strong team. You know me, I can run. You can never beat me. So don't embarrass yourself and make it live.
That is it from us here at the finish line. Hoping you've enjoyed our interview. We are very happy to have Betika and Japheth with us here as one of our partners with Athletics Kenya. Over to Euroteach as we continue with the second heat of the 3,000 meters steeplechase. Asante sana.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charity. That was a great interview there from Japheth. And the ongoing race currently is the 3,000 meters steeplechase, where Kenya has been doing so well for many years. And I'll be able to tell you that is the second heat of the final with 3 laps to go. Peter Rono from South Rift currently leading. Kenya has been doing so well. I remember 1991 was the first time Kenya won gold in Tokyo, followed by Moses Kiptanui in 1993. 1995, he retained his title. Wilson Boit Kipketer came in 1997. Christopher Kosgei 1999. Ruben Kosgei 2001. Then we had a break of 2003 and 2005 where a Kenyan-born Qatari, Saeed Shaheen, managed to win the 2 gold medals in 2003 and 2005. Then in 2007 came in Bremin Kipruto. 2009, Ezekiel Kemboi. 2011, Ezekiel Kemboi. 2013, Ezekiel Kemboi. 2015, Ezekiel Kemboi. And 2017, we had another champion, Conseslus Kipruto. 2019, Conseslus Kipruto. And that is how our dominance ended, because in 2022, El Bakali from Morocco managed to win a gold medal at the Eugene Games, and then 2023 in Budapest, he managed to retain his title. So far, Kenya has won 13 gold medals in both categories, men and women, a total of 32 medals, and leading at the medal table, followed by Morocco, which has 6 medals, 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze. I believe those come from El Bakali. So it's a technical race that needs good jumping. As you can see, athletes jumping there. You have to calculate, you have to do your mathematics, just the same as it's a long distance, but just the same as hurdles, where you have to go through a barrier. With 2 laps to go, we have Peter Rono still leading. Time there is 7:07 so far. We don't know how he will be able to finish or how he'll be able to end up that race. Remember, it's the 6th meet of the Athletics Kenya Betika track and field meet happening here at the Ulinzi Sports Complex, where athletes are building up for the season. I was talking to Mercy Cherono there, and she was saying that in a few weeks she will be back here again to compete for the employer, that is the National Police Service, where she is representing, and training in Kericho. She will be able to go back home and continue with her training ahead of that event. With 1 lap to go, Peter Rono still leading it a wide margin, that is almost 100 meters. Taking the curve there, going for the jump before heading to the last water jump, comfortably running there, as you can see, clearing the barrier very well. Clearly, he knows what he is doing, and these are some of the upcoming athletes who are preparing to take over from the likes of those who retired, the likes of Ezekiel Kemboy, where he is, he must be watching this race, and he is happy looking at how these athletes are doing. Going now for the final jump. There he goes, and as you can see, he is comfortably leading and going for the line, and finishes the race in style with 8:53.66. That was Peter Rono from South Rift, finishing the race in style. Well, that was 3,000 meters steeplechase. Yesterday we witnessed the women's race, and today the men have also competed in a very good race there. Well, as we prepare for the World Championships in September, I know coaches are really working hard to see Kenya gets back to the limelight, because currently we have 2 bronze medals from Conseslus Kipruto. He won in Eugene 2022, and Abraham Kibiwot, where he won in Budapest in 2023. Conseslus Kipruto has been missing for a while. He had injury issues. I don't know if he is now okay. I don't know if he is training. I don't know if he will be coming back this season strongly. We are going to wait and see, and maybe we will be talking to him to know, not today, but we'll be able to look for him and know what he is currently doing, and if he is preparing for this season. Remember, after the 6th meet we are going, the athletes will be heading to the county championships across the country. All the counties will be hosting their championships. And that means every athlete is given a chance to compete. And those who will qualify and head to they will be heading to the regional level. And others who are attached to the discipline forces will also be doing their events. And then after the regional levels, we'll have the nationals, where athletes will also be looking forward to compete at the national level, and also make sure that they register good results. Remember, the national trials will follow for those who are invited, and some of the athletes have already qualified as we talk, and we shall be waiting to see what will happen during the national trials, where a strong team is expected to be selected that will represent Kenya at the World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. The next event is going to be 110 men's hurdles. 110 hurdle men's race, and then 100 meters women hurdles. That is a presentation of the ceremonies. A vice president there awarding the winners. Senior Vice President Paul Mutui awarding the winners. They have received their check there. Yeah, you have to smile when you get a big check. Yeah. Now it's time for the next event, that is the 110 meters men's 110 hurdles men. The men's 110 meters hurdles. The view here is very, very nice. Nairobi view. Of course, enjoying the view here with the aeroplanes passing overhead, over the stadium as they land at the Wilson Airport in Nairobi. A very nice view. (100 meters hurdles, 110 meters hurdles, men's final event. Martin Otieno Odhiambo, Benedict Mbatha Nzina, Koech Gilbert Kibiwot, Gilbert Cheriot Kipkurui, Jason Nyauntu Ogega, Edwin Kipmutai To, Vincent Kilel, Edwin Kipchumba. Those are the athletes who are going to compete in the 110 meters hurdles men's final. You can see they are getting ready, preparing the blocks. Hillary, when you were walking around, I saw Mercy Okech. She just passed by, and I wish we could get her and talk to her so that we can be able to listen to what she says, because she's just from China, and we need to listen to what she is now planning, because she has to qualify for the World Championships. So as we get ready, maybe, what do you think about Mercy Okech?
Thank you very much, Rotich. Like I said yesterday, she's a prospect for the 400 meters flat. Remember, she split a 49.77 seconds in the 4x400 meters mixed relay. And that relay team brought home a bronze medal, and she is the top athlete in the 400 meters this year. So we expect her. What is expected is she'll have a good season, even in the KDF championship. Then after that, she'll become a national champion. Then after that, we wait and see if she'll hit the qualifying mark in the trials or she will hit the mark before the trials. But she's a very good, a darling of the nation on what she did. Marcia Ketch and Boniface Moresa were the darlings of the 400 meters relay.
And of course, we also have another Mercy Chebet, an upcoming, very talented athlete. A number of sprinters who are doing so well. So I think what you said is we need to motivate these guys so that they can be able to run and compete and also qualify for these events, because they are meant for them. They have to compete. Athletes competing there can be what from National Police. Then 4 is Gilbert Cheriot Kipkurui from KDF. Jason from KDF. Edwin Kimutai from Kenya Prisons. Vincent Kilel from National Police, and Edwin Kipchumba from KDF.
Remember Edwin Toh got a bronze medal in the African Championship in the decathlon. He is a decathlete, takes part in 10 events, and 110 meters hurdles is one of them. Very nice athlete. Edwin Toh in lane number 6. False start or a faulty start? Let's wait and see. Is it a false start, the mistake of the athlete, or a faulty start? The machine. A false start is a straight red. Faulty start is a green card. When you leave before the gun as an athlete, you'll get a red card. Let us wait and see where the umpire will be heading. Since she's not removed the green card, it means it's a faulty start. The mistake is a machine error. Ruth Wedera there showing the green card. (110 meters hurdles men final. At the first instance, that was a faulty start, not a false start. Now we wait for the reset. Remember, the qualifying mark for the World Championship in this event is the qualifying mark is 13.27 seconds for the men, and 12.73 seconds for the 100 meters women hurdles. Clean start for that. Edwin Toh coming in second in that event. Benedict Mbadha winning that in 15.26 seconds. Gilbert Cheruiyot, the winner of that final.
As we wait for Charity, maybe coach, maybe tell us more about wind. When we say wind assisted, what does it mean?
Thank you very much, Rotich, for that question. When you say wind assisted, it means you are running with a plus 2.1 the wind speed. It was plus 2.1. When it is anything less than plus 2.0, that is legal wind. But when it surpasses that 2.0, it becomes a wind aided time. Yes. And remember, the wind is only measured in the 100, 110, 100 meters hurdles, and the 200 meters. You remember in the 400, when wind assists you in one end, it's a disadvantage on the other end. That's why you'll never see the wind measurement in the 400 meters and going up. It's only on the stretches. We wait for Charity.
Thank you so much, Hilary. I'm joined here by Gilbert Cheruiyot, who's just won the 110 meters hurdles. Gilbert, preparation yako imekuwa vipi?
Okay, my preparation haiko mbaya. This season ilianza vizuri, loading haiko mbaya. Though at first haiko imeingana vizuri, but now I can see my shape is coming back. So tunangangania at least siku moja tukue the best in 110. We produce the best hurdlers in 110, and that's what I'm going to focus on. Yeah.
Ni hurdle gani pengine unasikia bado kidogo haujaweza kuclear poa?
Okay, my start is not that good, but to my hand, top end speed yangu si mbaya so far, but I'm trying to work on my start and the first hurdles, and I think from there I'll be okay. Yeah, thank you.
Of course, hapa ni nyumbani, home ground yenu ya KDF. Unafeel aje home victory?
Okay, being my place, I feel good and nafurahia, and I hope itakuwa poa hata kwa watu wengine kuja kutrain hapa. I'm sure they feel okay, they feel good. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
God, thank you.
Okay. That was Gilbert Cheruiyot saying that he is happy that he's won, although he's not contented with the time that he's put. And he's saying that the takeoff from the blocks has been quite difficult for him. He's hoping that he will be going to perfect it. Remember, Gilbert is also a KDF athlete, and he's happy with the home victory. Over to you, Rotich, as we continue with the next race.
Thank you very much, Charity. Thank you very much, Charity. Now we move to the 800 meters women final.
Sitting there. Others will be looking to qualify for the World Championships. And we have a number of athletes there, international from international federations. That is, I can see now Sarah there, Sarah Mora. I can see Lilian Odira walking there. I can see Hesbon. Some of the stars who've come here to watch this event today. Tonight in the 1500 meters, we have it here. It will be taking place tonight. That is a 1500 meters race. No, let me take you first to the 5000 meters men's list. We have Reynolds Chariot, who does 1500 meters, but will be running tonight 5000. We have Edwin Kurgat, the US best athlete, and Cornelius Kemboi, who is a Commonwealth Games finalist, and Kiprugut Boaz. And if you can see, these are some of the upcoming athletes. They've made a name in the world of athletics, but they still have more to do. And that is why they made to this list of Diamond League. And they'll be competing against some tough Ethiopians like Yune Adisu, Kasai Adehena, Tefera Samuel. Those are the Ethiopians who are lining up. And of course, from Djibouti, Ismail Mohammed. And from Somalia, Jama Mohammed. Kupa Tare from USA. Those are the athletes who will be competing in the 5000 meters race. That is as we wait for the 800 meters race. I'll also take you through the men's 800 meters final in Doha, Qatar. That is, we have Cheminingwa Aaron Kemei, Laban Kipkorir Chepkwony, and Wycliffe Kinyamal. Those are the athletes who will be competing in that event from Kenya. In the 1500 meters women's final, we have a big number from Ethiopia, about 6 Ethiopians competing here. But the Kenyan athletes consist of Susan Ejore, Nelly Chepchirchir, and Teresia Modoni Gateri. Remember, Teresia Modoni always does 5,000 meters, but if you see her competing in in the 1500 meters race, she's using the event to do a speed session, engage her performance. And of course, some of the Ethiopians, Tolesa, Mulugeta, Amare, Mekonnen, Girma, and Berhe Tracy from Jamaica are some of the competitors in that event.
In lane 1, we have Esther Mora. In lane number 2, we have Faith Mwende Kialo. Lane number 3, Vivian Cherotich. Lane number 4, Muniko Boke Eunice. Lane 4, Naomi Korir. Lane 5, Vivian Chebet. Lane 6, Josephine Sembeyo. Lane 7, Martha Njeri. Lane 8, Frida Ndinda, Emily Jerop, and Abigail Chepkamoi. Those are the participants of the 800 meters women final. As you can see, we have in lane number 2, we have 2 athletes. In lane number 3, we have 2 athletes. Then in lane number 6, we have 2 athletes. And then lane number 8, we have 2 athletes. The favorites of this race are placed in lane number 4 and lane number 5, running alone. (800 meters women final). Clean start there from the finalists of the 800 meters women final, where we have Naomi Korir and Vivian Chebet, who will tussle for the top honors. They'll run in their lanes for the first 100 meters, then move inside when they get to the 100-meter mark. As you can see, Vivian Chebet taking a back seat, and Naomi Korir also taking a back seat in that race, letting the other athletes take the lead. 2-lap race, 800 meters women final. The favorites have decided to take a rest on the first lap. Remember, the defending champion in this event is Mary Mora, who will be heading out to Tokyo to defend her title that she won at the World Champions, Budapest World Championship. So that means Kenya will field 4 athletes in this race. Coming to the bell, we see the official J.M. Masese notifying them that this is the final lap. Cross first lap with 1 minute 1:03, 63 seconds for the first lap. 1 lap to go. Women, 800 meters women final. Naomi Korir moving outside with Vivian Cherotich going 300 meters to go. The 2 favorites are now advancing to the front. Naomi Korir there, 3rd position. 2nd position now, bib number 1001. That's Naomi Korir. On the lead right now is Josephine Sembeya, who has decided to take the mantle on her hands. Josephine Sembeya, Naomi Korir moving outside and overtaking. Vivian Chebet also. Vivian Chebet, Naomi Korir. Vivian Chebet, Naomi Korir. Vivian Chebet, Naomi Korir. It's a sprint. Naomi Chebet, that's a photo finish. 2:04.69. That's a close photo finish between Naomi Korir, bib number 1001, and Vivian Chebet, 781, bib number. Now we move to the men 800 meters final. As we look for the replay, as we're looking at the replay of the 800 meters women final, the 2 favorites, Vivian Chebet and Naomi Korir, decided to take a back seat in the first lap, and it was a photo finish. The winner, 2:04.67, 2nd position, 2:04.68. 1/100th of a second separating the first and second position.
It was really a tough one for the two. They've always been rivals in the field. And as we wait to talk to Vivian and Naomi, both of them, I can see Mulemi there instructing them on where to sit. That is also getting ready for the 800 meters men. The 800 meters men's race. That is, as we wait for the interview, Solomon Kimtai, David Kipkoech, Fanuel Koech, Alan Kipiego, Charles Simotwa, Vincent Keter, Noah Kibate, Noah Koech, Robert Korir, Cornelius Tuey, Danson Kiplagat, and Morgan Kipngetich. Remember, Kenya has a silver in this event, and this year Kenya will be seeking to go for the gold medal in this event. Wanyonyi won a silver medal at the 2023 Budapest Games, and this year they will be looking forward to win a gold medal. Remember, Manuel Wanyonyi has been a rival with Mark Arop from Canada. Well, time for interviews. I want to hand it over to before we go, as you wait for the 800 meters men's race to start. We have 12 athletes competing in this event. I can see Murumba there. He's one of the World Athletics delegates. Just having a look over there. Yeah, and we have the favorites here. We have Vincent Keter, we have Fanuel Koech, we have Noah Kibate. Who will win this event here today at the 6th meet in the 800 meters? As we wait for the race to start, as I was telling you, we have a silver medal at the World Championships. That is after the 2022 World Championships where Emmanuel Korir bagged a gold medal. And off they go. That is, remember, it's a 2-lap race. Now I'll be handing over to Charity for a small interview for the two athletes. Charity, take over.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm also joined by number 2 who is Naomi Koril. Naomi, race ya leo imekuwa vipi?
Race ya leo imekuwa poa, nashukuru Mungu.
Na performance umefurahia time yako? Nimeona Vivian amekungangana the last dakika ya mwisho.
Yeah, nimefurahia vile imekuwa kulingana na vile nimeitumia kenye nimekuwa nikila. Naona iko sawa. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That was Vivian Cheriot and Naomi Koril who finished 1 and 2 in the 800 meters final. Over to you, Rotich, as we come to the end of the men's 800 meters final.
Thank you, Charity. There is a sprint finish here between Vincent Keter, Noah Kibate, and Cornelius Tuey, and of course, it is Noah Kibate winning in 1:45.99. 1:45.99. Remember, for you to make it to the World Championships, you have to run 1:44. So we still have athletes who have to qualify for this event. That is Noah Kibet, who won the event. Remember, Noah Kibet started his career from the World Under-18 Championships, and he has been doing so well in the 2-lap race. And of course, he's looking forward to qualify for the World Championships. That was Noah Kibet winning the 800 meters race. As we go to the next event, the final event, that is 200 meters. Eh? Yeah. So I'll be handing over to Charity for interviews before the last race takes place. Over to you, Charity.
Sorry, Victor is my cameraman over here. Thank you so much, Rotich. I'm joined here by Noah Kibet. Noah, performance yelo imekuwa vipi kwako?
Yeah, I think I feel smart. To get back, I think 2 years ago I was very strong, but I went back to US. I can't say that I lost, but I gained some. Now I can know how to follow the program. I feel smart to be back now. Nimefurahi leo queen. So 2 years nilikuwa siwezi kufika, lakini sasa najisikia smart na preparation iko sawa. Tunaendelea vizuri na coach na my teammate wananisaidia kwa hiyo training. Unajua hapo nyuma nilikuwa na train mwenyewe, but na feel smart sasa hivi. At least nimekuja hii competition na nikawin ya leo. So we preparing for the World Championship. Yeah, and I'm sure I will be very, very ready for that day. And yeah, that is it. Yes.
So going back, ni nini utaenda kurekebisha kwa mazoezi?
No, sioni kama kuna kitu narekebisha, because build up ilikuwa smart. So tunaenda hivi na coach graph ilikuwa chini, so tunapanda. I think tunaendelea tu sasa kusharpen speed na that last 100 very strong. Yeah, that is it.
Okay. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm also joined by Cornelius Tuwe. Performance yako umefeel ya leo ikiwa vipi?
Performance yangu ya leo nitasema at least nimeimprove kulingana na ile previous meetings ambayo nimekimbia hapo nyuma na Koro na hapa Ulinzi, na leo naona kuna improvement. Yeah.
Pengine kuna kitu utataka kusharpen ukirudi?
Yeah, bado niko na safari mrefu. Hii ndio imenionyesha dalili ya kwamba inaelekea mahali mzuri. So naenda kusharpen sharpen kabisa kwa workouts mingi around hapo finishing, ndio unaona kidogo karibu nilemewe, lakini kama ningekuwa na power angalau hata ningekuwa winner. Yeah.
Na uko na any races lined up internationally?
Internationally not yet, lakini hii matokeo leo ndio at least tukikaa chini na coach hata na plania mahali mzuri. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Noah Kibet and Cornelius Tuwe. They've just finished first and second in the 800 meters. And for Kibet, he's saying that his training program is now, the graph is going up, it's elevating, and he's saying that he's happy so far with what he's doing. We also have Cornelius Tuwe saying that he feels that he needs to work on his finish. It's a bit weak. Over to you, Rotich, as we continue. Over to you, Rotich and Hilary, as we continue with the last segment of our race. We have the 200 meters women and the 200 meters men race is coming up.
Thank you, Charity. Hilary will be able to take us through the last part of these events.
There we have Maureen Wafula, Delisha Atiang from KDF, the favorite Millicent Doro from the Kenya Police, Lane 6, the Olympian, Lucia William from South Sudan, being coached by Dennis Mwanzo. Lane number 7, Lois Morara from the KDF. Lane number 8, Lydia Aoko, coming from the regions, Nyanza North. 200 meters women final. Favorite in lane number 5, Millicent Doro, donned in all blue today. Yesterday she was in pink, today she's in blue, stretching there before she gets to her block. Millicent Doro, lane number 5. Lane number 6, Lucia William. Lane number just behind Millicent is Etiang from the KDF. Lane 4, 5, and 6. Also Lois Morara, lane number 7. That's where the medals will come from. Clean start from the athletes there. As you can see, Lois Morara pushing away from the rest. But Millicent Doro comes to take over the lead. Millicent Doro, clear favorite as per now. Just pushing for time. 23.76 from Millicent Doro. Lois Morara second and Etiang coming in third. 23.76 unofficial time for Millicent Doro. Yesterday she ran at 23.66 seconds, so just 100th of a second slower. Now we move to the men's 200 meters final, where we have 4 athletes who ran sub-21 yesterday. We have Weissman Were with the fastest time, over 20.54 seconds. Then we have Zablon Mekwam, who ran at 20.60. Then we have Dennis Mwai and Isaac Omurwa. 4 fastest men from yesterday's semi-final. But on your screen is Millicent Doro, who won the 200 meters women final. This is the last event of the day, where it's the 200 meters men final.
Hilary, so far, how has it been for you for the last 2 days? I mean, I've been inspired by how these sprinters are running. They're running so well, but they need to engage another gear so that they can be able to run so well. So we want to listen from the winner in the 200 meters. Over to you, Charity, as we wait for the next event.
Thank you so much, Rotich. I'm joined here by Millicent Ndoro. Millicent, so far, what's the secret behind your performance?
It's all about discipline, hard working. Yeah, that's all I can say. Yes.
What next for you? We saw you competing at the Masters. You brought us gold.
Okay, I'm looking forward qualifications, which I'm yet to get. But I have like 2 races, World Championship and Nationals. Okay, I'm looking forward for that qualification. Yes.
Give me a brief of how your training starts in a day.
Starts is all about climbing stairs, hill work, pulling sledge. Yeah.
Looking for qualifying for the World Championships. I'm also joined here by Dr. Rose Tatamuya, who is a patron for the Masters team. Tata, umetupangia nini hii season?
We are planning for, first and foremost, I'm Dr. Rosa Tamoya. I congratulate Mills Elindoro. Recently, she broke a national record in Masters, Florida, and yet she's again here looking for qualification for
200 meters men final. The battle is between Wiseman Were and Zablon Ekwam, lane number 6 and lane number 7. Remember, Zablon Ekwam and Wiseman Were are just fresh from the World Relay Championship. We have Isaac Omurwa and Peter and Dennis Mwai also in lane number 4, 5, 6, 7. Crowd favorite. Isaac Omurwa, Dennis Mwai, Zablon Ekwam, and Wiseman Were. Lane number 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's a false start from. There's a false start in that final. Let us wait and see who has the false start. Remember, Wiseman Were is a national champion in his own making in the 400 meters hurdles. Zablon Ekwam is the national champion in the 400 meters. Isaac Omurwa, not a national champion, but a medalist in the 100 meters flat. And Dennis Mwai, the young Dennis Mwai, will be running his second national this year. But he had a very good time yesterday running a 20.70 personal best. Let us wait and see the technical officials, where they will move. Which lane, whichever lane they stop, that is the false start. Moved to lane number 2, Wanyonyi. Wanyonyi from KDF. Joshua Wanyonyi moving over to the technical machine to see his false start. Yeah. Joshua Wanyonyi red carded. His reaction time was faster than 0.1 second. His reaction time was faster than 0.1 second. Joshua Wanyonyi, a specialist in the 400 meters, red carded. 7 athletes left. Favorites, lane number 4, Isaac Omurwa. Lane number 5 is Dennis Mwai. Lane number 6 is Zablon Ekwam. Lane number 7, Wiseman Were, with a headband, white headband on his head. On the background, you can see Joshua Wanyonyi heading straight to the showers. Rotich, you know the good thing with this track? Yeah. When you're given a red card in the 200 meters, the showers are just right behind you. So it won't take a long distance for him to reach the showers. Yes. But now, the 200 meters, as you can see, Zablon Ekwam raising his hands to the gods and asking them, please give me this victory. .200 meters men final. Clean start there. Wiseman Were and Zablon Ekwam coming, negotiating the curve. Zablon Ekwam there, going to the lead. Zablon Ekwam going to the lead. Pushing it clear favorite from the rest of the field and parting in 20.58 seconds. Zablon Ekwam. New personal best of 20.58 seconds. And there's a negative 2.1 meters. 2.1 meter speed for the wind. 20.58 seconds. Zablon Ekwam. Winner of that 200 meters is Zablon Ekwam. You can see him on the screen celebrating. Thank you very much, Zablon Ekwam. Winner of that in 20.58 seconds. Remember, he's a specialist in the 400 meters, but decided to move.
Well, that was Ekwam. Celebrating, removing his T-shirt. And as we wait to talk to him, we have javelin still ongoing. Javelin going on there. Very good throw there from the athlete there. And that is the replay of the 200 meters event this afternoon, this morning. We are not yet, it's not yet noon. And there it goes. There you see, they took off so well. And you can see Ekwam and Wiseman where they were way ahead, and they already closed the gap. And even as we continue watching the replay, we want to listen to Ekwam on what he wants to say. But before we hand over to Charity, we want to see that replay. You can see Ekwam surging forward, engaging another gear, going for the line, and he was going for it in a style, and he knew that he had won the race. And that is it. He crossed the line in 20:56.
Zablon Ekwam winning that race in 20.56 seconds. Second place was Isaac Omurwa, and third place was Wiseman Were. That was a good run from Isaac Omurwa running from the inside lane. Ekwam. Charity can take over.
On the track, you're lowering your personal best.
Just sticking to my lane, following the routine that I've been sent with the coach. And eating healthy, sure.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
I'm also for the sake of Wiseman.
Yes,
he's a good guy. I'm just speaking to how you have. I know what he's going to say.
What is he going to say?
He's just going to say, look at his hand is Mr. 47. He's looking forward to lowering his 400 hurdles, baby. So definitely that is what he's going to talk about.
Now we start. Maybe Victor, you can zoom in my Mr. 47 tattoo.
Yeah, it's here.
Victor has an impact on me as my cameraman. Tueleze about the tattoo, Mr. 47.
Yeah, this is what we are looking for, because I trust the process. Yeah, so whenever we get an opportunity to compete, we give our best and we move forward. Yeah.
Kipkeino is coming up. Your preparations for Kipkeino?
I'm good, I'm set. It's all about just timings, because we know what we can deliver. It's just a matter of time. Yeah.
You've been using the 200 race for to get your speed to do your speed work for the 400 meters hurdles. Yeah. Do you think that maybe you're also going to look for the qualification for the 200?
If things goes on well, anything is possible, because yesterday I did a PB 20.53. I'm thankful for that, because today you're up, tomorrow maybe you're on the same level, so it's just a matter of time, because we have to get it at the right time. Yes.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach Hilary is over here. So, nani anahoji mwingine? Wiseman, wewe unataka kuhoji coach leo?
Let me hoji Hilary. Yes, Coach Hila.
Yes.
Good morning or afternoon.
Good morning, Wiseman.
Yeah, according to the way you guys have been seeing us running, what would you like to say about the 200 meters?
The 200 meters is always faster here at Ulinzi. Technically, because of the technical base of the way the stadium has been designed. So when you guys step on this track, run your best because of how the curve has been designed. So that's just a secret that I'm giving you, Wiseman. When you run at Ulinzi, especially the 200 meters, run very fast from the curve. Yes, but as I can see, and today you've also run a 20 second. So that means technically, when you run on this track, it is 20 times 2, that's a 40, then you add 4 seconds. At the moment, you can run a 44 second. So if I was your coach, or if I was you, I would get another race immediately in the 400 meters flat.
And my second question, which advice will you give the sprinters, most of those who are doing 100, 200, 400?
Well, the van for the World Championship is open. It has no athletes. In the 4x1, there's a van waiting. The bus is ready waiting for the athletes, 6 athletes to get in. In the 400 meters also, there's a bus without the passengers. So as you prepare for the KDF championships and the nationals and the trials, just know that there's a van going to Tokyo and it has no athletes. You have to get in that van.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, it's your turn to ask Weissman questions now.
Weissman Were,
Yes.
I saw you running in South Africa. And you ran the 400 meters hurdles.
Yes.
And this year you've only done that one race. How many races are you looking at before the trials?
So far up to now, I've only done 2 races in 400 meters hurdles. The first one was in Botswana, Grand Prix. And the second one I did at Drake Relays in US. So according to my plan, I had planned to do 3 races. Because it's progressing on well, because I did the Botswana, it was done. I did the Drake. Then after the World Relays, it was done. So my next focus is Kipkeino Classic.
And that's very good. I'm hoping to see you at the Kipkeino Classic. And as I can see on your arm, you have an imprint of, I don't know, it's a national record, and this is 47. What does that mean?
Yeah, it means it is a national record because I trust the process and I believe there is a progression because each time we get an opportunity to showcase whatever we can do, we give out our best because I didn't get that opportunity to compete at the World Relays which ended last week because I knew what I could deliver best because I know what I can do best. So I didn't get that opportunity. So I'm here to run. And it's just a matter of time because I believe anything is possible. Today you can run a 47, you can run a 19, you can run a 9. So it's just a matter of time.
And the last question, Weissman. Kenya is known, we were put in the world map in these 400 meters hurdles by the late Nicholas Bett. Can you promise Kenyans that you'll deliver us a medal, at least in this coming World Championship?
Talking about medal, I believe medal it's on its own way coming. I can tell you this. I know I started, and as you have been seeing, you have been watching my progression. It's one step at a time because I've been doing 50s. I came to 49s. I'm in 48s. So the next I'm looking running a national record, and when I'm getting it, it means like with the time I have to get a national record with, I'll be in the World Championships finals because anything 47, I'm in the finals. So from there, any athlete can take it home. Yes.
Thank you so much. At the Kipkeino, will you be doing 200 or 400 handles?
I can't talk about both at the same time because it's still on being planned. So far, I can just talk about the 400 meters hurdles because it's a national event, and that one is a direct entry for national guys. So talking about 200, if it's confirmed, I'll let you know. Okay. Yes.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was interesting with Weissman where I had some few questions to ask Coach Hillary, and Hillary also had questions that he needed to ask. And we are saying it's a thank you for joining us for the 2 days here. It's been wonderful. We've seen talents being developed all over. We've had athletes. We've started with you from Machakos during the cross-country series. We went to Mumias for the